Hello everyone, I'm Fred Pelhay Productions, and welcome to the first episode of Take Along vs. Wooden Railway. In this video, I will be comparing and contrasting two different versions of Thomas the Tank Engine. One is from Take Along, and the other is from Wooden Railway. So without further ado, let's begin the comparisons. First off, let's take a look at the faces. Both faces are very similar as they were produced around the same era. The Take-Along Thomas has both his eyebrows, while the Wooden Railway Thomas has one eyebrow and the other is slowly fading away. In my opinion, the Wooden Railway face looks a bit better because the Take-Along face looks a bit cross-eyed. Now, let's move on to the next comparison. In my opinion, the Wooden Railway has better proportions than the Take-Along. This is most likely because Take-Along was designed to be portable and go with little engineers as they traveled. So it makes sense why many of the toys are so squashed down and tiny compared to Wooden Railway. The Take-Along Thomas features smart magnets. This means that vehicles can connect both ways. They can connect like this or like this. As you can see, Wooden Railway engines only connect one way. They cannot connect facing each other like this. It just doesn't work. This is why I think the Take-Along magnets are better, as there are more possibilities when connecting vehicles to each other. On the side, both engines are very different. While the Take-Along Thomas is squashed down, and so are his details on the side, the Wooden Railway Thomas has bigger and, in my opinion, better details. In my opinion, the Wooden Railway has better proportions than the Take-Along. This is most likely because Take-Along was designed to be portable and go with little engineers as they traveled. So it makes sense why many of the toys are so squashed down and tiny compared to Wooden Railway. The of each engine are also very different. While the Take-Along features red stripes, which are three-dimensional, as well as a yellow painted whistle, the Wooden Railway Thomas only features painted-on red stripes, as well as a plastic dome. The backs of each engine aren't very different, except for the fact that the Take-Along has molded plastic coal, as well as red lining on the back. The Wooden Railway Thomas features black painted coal and no red stripe on the back. Also, the Wooden Railway does not have buffers, but the Take-Along does, as well as a separately applied running board, while the Wooden Railway one just has painted on decals to represent that. The chassis of each engine is also very different. The Wooden Railway Thomas simply has Thomas's name painted in white on the bottom, with no date on the bottom of the chassis, but instead on the wheels, which says 2003. The Take-Along Thomas features his name molded in plastic on the bottom, as well as a date, which is 2002. In conclusion, I feel that the Wooden Railway Thomas is better because of its size and its simplicity that still makes it a very charming toy. This has been a Take-Along vs. Wooden Railway review. Thanks for watching, and look out for more episodes of this series to come.